Hey everybody, John Ryan here from IGN, looking at Ni No Kuni. And, alright, leveling up in a JRPG like Ni No Kuni is no easy feat. Alright, like most traditional games in the genre, you gotta spend half your playtime running around over the overworld and just slowly grinding against the same types of enemies over and over and over again until you reach high enough level to, tackle the next boss or, the next big fight without ending up dead or on the ground. Thankfully, with other games like Persona or Dragon Quest, there's a couple of different enemies that will help you level up much faster than usual, if you know where to look, that is. Now, on the easternmost island, in a small chain to the northeast of the Summerlands, that's the area where you find Ding Dong Dell and the deep dark woods. You can get there once you've acquired the ship from Castaway Cove. You can find a small creature called a Toko. It's one of several variations found all over the world, but this is the first one you want to tackle as it's the least deadly of the bunch. Now, finding and defeating this weird little green monster will net you a handsome 2,000 experience points, but finding and fighting this creature is more challenging than you might think. Tokos are an extremely skittish little animal, and no matter how much lower your level may be than theirs, if they spot you in the overworld, they'll run off, and they're a lot faster than you and your party, so it'll be hard pressing for you to try and catch them. Likewise, if given the opportunity in battle, the Toko will dash off the field, and you'll lose your shot at all that sweet XP. Your best course of action is to do your best to sneak up on him, staying out of his line of sight until his back is turned so that not only will he not run away, you'll also be able to lay down some serious damage before it has a chance to escape from the battle. There are other species of Tokos found throughout the game world, in sections you'll gain access to later on in the game. There's one called Toko worth 8,000 experience points that hangs out along the path leading down from the city of Perdita. It's north of Hamlin and Autumnia. Now, to face down this variant and the other creatures in the area, it's best to be somewhere between a level 45 and a 50, or else you'll end up on the losing end of most of the battles. There's one more that can be found roaming through the halls of the Ivory Tower, much later in the game. This Toko, called Toko Cold, is a very rare sight in the White Witch's Castle, but it's well worth the effort to track it down, because it'll net you a whopping 25,000 experience points. So while you might have to grind for a little while to find these rare creatures, the work is well worth the effort, as you can feasibly cut your grinding time almost in half by finding and battling these monsters. So for more on Ni No Kuni and everything else on PS3, be sure to keep it locked right here on IGN.